half flip is an introduction to the flip jump, which commonly is mistaken for a somersault, which most people would call a flip outside of skating. But a flip jump in ice skating is one of our basic jumps that we will get round to teaching you eventually, hopefully in this course. But we're going to start off with the half flip, which is it's only a half rotation, very similar to the three jump or the waltz jump that you've learned, but it's going to take off from backwards and land forwards, unlike the waltz jump. So let's have a look at a half flip jump. So let's take our half flip and break it down like we did with our waltz jump, separating it into three phases. So let's start off with first phase, which is of course the takeoff. Now there are, again, a couple of different ways you can go into this flip jump. I would advise you to start off with a three turn, a nice forward outside three turn. Again, if you're rotating to your left, then copy exactly what I'm saying. If you're rotating to the right, then turn everything that I'm saying around. So we're going to push forward on a left forward outside edge and three turn on our left forward outside three turn. So we've got our left arm in front, our right arm behind. We push, we do a nice three turn and tap. I don't want you to stop there. I want you to just try and get used to that position before you move on from there. So again, it's three turn, rotate the arms, stretch the right leg and tap the right toe. So you notice that once I tap the toe, my left arm is in front and my right arm is still strongly behind. I like to think that you're between two walls here. You've got a wall either side of you, so anything trying to get out of those walls isn't going to happen. You need to keep within those two walls, so you shouldn't be here to take off. Should be left arm in front and right arm behind you. So the next phase, I'm going to turn to the side to show you this one. The next phase, once we're in this position, is drawing our feet together. So you can see that my right leg is stretched out behind me with my left leg nice and bent here. Now my feet are going to draw together and you can see that my left leg, has gone from being very bent to now being straight right next to the right foot on the toe pick. As your feet are drawing together, you want your arms to come through with those feet also. So watch, as my feet draw together, my arms are coming down by my side. This is the beginning of the creation of the rotation. So the arms are here and the arms are starting to help you turn. When we're doing jumps, when we're doing spins, your arms are going to be very vital to creating rotation. So this is just a preparation for the flip jump, for the arms coming through. So we've now drawn our feet together and we're ready to take off. Again, as I mentioned, this is going to be a half rotation jump in the air. It's very similar to the waltz jump. You will be landing on the opposite foot to the one that you're taking off of. So you're taking off of the right toe pick. That is the foot we're going to be taking off. That's the last thing that will leave the ice, which means that the first thing to hit the ice will be the left toe pick. So you'll be jumping off the right toe pick, landing on the left toe pick, and changing feet. So if we go around and look at the jump now, I've got my draw and place. So it's a very nice, small and easy jump to begin with. You want everything to be nice and comfortable and balanced on it as much as possible. Now, after you've done your three turn, you've tapped, you've drawn your feet together, that's the time to jump up. So of course, when you tap, you need to make sure you're in that nice bent position because this knee and this toe back here are going to be the things that help you pop up in the air. That's going to be your jump. When you're starting out with this jump, I'd advise you to start doing it reasonably small just to make sure you're comfortable and safe. And then when you feel comfortable and safe with it, then you can start to make it a little bit bigger. So we can really use our knee bend to bend up to push ourselves up into the air. Again, but you can see that I was straight throughout that whole thing. I felt like I was always in my comfort zone doing it. So the second phase of this jump now is making sure, that, similar to the waltz jump again, that your feet are quite close together in the air on this one. You don't want them coming too wide apart because, again, you're going to be landing on your left foot. So if your left foot's sticking out here, it's going to be quite difficult with it sticking out there, landing on it and keeping your balance. So always make sure it's underneath you in the jump, which is why we draw our feet together in the original phase on that takeoff. So it's underneath us when we go up into the jump. Using that draw and using your arms also starting to rotate here is going to help you get that half a turn in order to land to forward. So you're taking off from backwards and you're landing forwards. So that's how you're creating the rotation. It's the draw, the arms, and same as the waltz jump, the hips coming round to create just that nice easy half a rotation landing forwards. Our third phase is the landing. This is different to most landings we teach, as it's only a half flip jump. Most landings we teach land backwards. This is one of the only ones that will land forwards aside from a bunny hop. So similar to a bunny hop though, you will be landing on the left toe pick and stepping onto a right inside edge to land. This is one of the only times you'll land forwards, and but you've got to make sure you land on your toe pick for stability when you land. So common mistakes I see are making sure your direction of the jump is in the correct direction. You don't want to curve it too far around the corner. You don't want to curve it in the wrong direction. We want a nice, smooth outside edge which isn't too curved before we push onto our jump. Try not to get too much swinginess going on. I see a lot of people going into the 3-turn and there's all this out of controlness over here. Always have 100% control going through it. Make sure that you land on the correct foot. Remember, we're taking off with the right foot and landing on the left toe pick. Then it's left, right to land. So you're not on the left toe pick for very long. That's just your base of support when you land so that you don't move around too much on it. Another thing to think about is when you're landing, make sure you come down on nice soft knees as well. So as you land, it's soft. And I'm low down in that knee, again, taking all those shocks and all those vibrations that as soon as you hit the floor, they're going to hopefully stop with your shock absorber, which is your knee. You want to watch what your head is doing also. I see a lot of people, again, checking their feet to make sure they're doing the right thing as they're doing this jump. That's a big no-no in ice skating. You need to kind of feel your way through these elements. So try not to look at your feet, try to keep your head up. Try to keep a point of focus as you're doing it. Maybe it might be the barrier or the boards as you're coming round, trying to keep your head up and just not looking down.